All right. Welcome back to the Unholy Trinity podcast, featuring the Unholy Trinity. Plus, for all of you viewers out there, you may notice there is a fourth person in the room.
It's me.
Oh, he can talk.
Yeah.
You want to know what my name is?
What's your name, bro?
Tank.
LeBron James.
Engine. No, my name's not LeBron James, but my name is Thomas.
Which
Yo.
we have mentioned on the podcast before. Long time friend of the podcast. What's
Oh,
up?
yeah.
What's going
Thomas
on,
in
good
the
everyone?
hizzy.
I'm in the hizzle. I
In the
outsmoked
building?
Snoop Dogg.
Did ya?
I did.
It's a real story.
This is a real story.
Hizzle. The jizzle.
I met Snoop one night, and he passed me his blunt, and just I outsmoked him. It was a really good time. Like we both had
Did
a
you
really
also
great
roll
time.
him?
No.
All right.
Okay, let's move
Yeah.
on.
Anyway, yeah, we've got Thomas here.
Yo.
What's up?
Yeah, so we'll go give our introductions of who we are in case you don't know who we are. It's just four strangers sitting in a room. But
For strangers.
yeah, we'll start
What a
with
strange.
this man dressed in yellow.
Everyone. I am the yellow man. Literally
Minion.
yellow on the inside and outside, as you can see. But they call me Deo. They call me Zerfrost. I am part of this podcast, the Unholy Trinity podcast.
With an extra member today.
Wow.
Yeah.
Unholy Trinity +1. I am the banana man, as they call me. Yellow on the outside, white on the inside. I'm Sunny. Or SZL. Shout out. What's up?
Yeah.
My name Thomas.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
yeah.
Whoa.
I didn't say
That
that
was the
before.
first time I've ever heard that you say
I
that.
know.
And
Crazy.
I am Jack, other co-host of this podcast. What's the podcast called?
The Unholy Trinity podcast.
Plus
Movies,
one.
games, and TV shows. Or some shit like
Something
that.
like that.
Media.
Yeah.
Media reviews.
Anyhow, welcome back to the podcast. I'm so tired.
It's
I'm so
the morning.
tired. You know, last night, me, Tommy, and Dio went and saw Dead Reckoning Part 1, which may or may not be our movie of the week.
Whoa. Do you reckon?
Or I be reckoning.
Do you reckon? Did you reckon?
But yeah, then we went out, had some drinks and stuff.
Had a
We
good
didn't
time.
come. We had a good time. We didn't actually come back too late, but like, we ended up watching just a bunch of random episodes of sitcoms. We watched.
We saw Prince.
We watched the Prince episode of New Girl.
Whoa.
He's a Prince fan.
Whoa.
I'm a massive Prince fan. Tell me any fact about Prince and I already know it.
He hates women.
Exactly.
Damn, is this true?
Nah,
Uh.
he had a bitch, but like, he just hates people in general.
That's true. Prince
Okay.
hates people, but he doesn't hate anyone in Mean Girls because he helped this one girl out with her relationship with her guy.
New Girl. He said Mean Girls. It's a different movie.
Same thing.
Yeah,
They've
the
got
new girls
in
are
them,
mean.
That's all that matters.
They're mean.
We also
green,
watched
and mean.
King of the Hill.
Yo.
Hank was
Nah, but-
constipated. He couldn't do a doo-doo, but in the end, with the help of his wife and family,
Yeah.
he was able to do it.
Yo.
So we gave him a big round of applause, and make sure, if you're ever constipated, go check it out. Maybe it might be a sign of an underlying problem, or maybe just your bowels are playing up a bit. Never hurts to check.
Or maybe it's because you don't talk to your wife.
Well, if some people don't have a wife, they can't talk to their wife, so you gotta,
it's
you gotta be
unfortunate,
careful.
mate.
Watch out for your bowels. They're good. They help you do stuff.
They do.
Oh, sorry. I
And-
want to go to the toilet.
Yeah, we also watched
Oh,
that
good
one
lord.
episode of It's Always Sunny where you remember when I was talking about like Indiana Jones reminded me of this one episode of It's Always Sunny. So then we watched
Yeah,
it.
alright.
And I was like, yeah, pretty reminded me. For real. Yeah, why are you giving what's the side eye that's going on? What's this front eye?
This man's disrespecting me. I don't like it.
You said first, bitch.
Sonny, why are you disrespecting this man?
He stared at me first.
I am your guest. You need to be respectful.
That is
of
true.
me.
You gotta be respectful towards that
Without
guest.
a guest tax like he owned the place. Which is supposed to be how VIPs work in media, I guess. All right.
Yeah,
I
I own
give
the
in.
place.
Hey, I own this place.
Yeah.
True.
Well, technically,
landlord.
yeah.
Paying out
Maybe it was that
upstairs.
person we met downstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking
was
of
nice.
Lord,
Yeah. What about you, Sonny? Did you get up to any
fuck
shenanigans?
all. Very.
Any hijinks?
No, just pretty low shit. Not hijinks, low pinks.
Just
Like Barbie?
sitting down, looking at.
Are you a Barbie girl in a Barbie world?
I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie.
Oh, fun fact. The place that I work, they put in a new Barbie burger.
Try it out.
And every time someone would order the burger, we'd play the Barbie girl song in the server.
Nice.
Pretty funny, yeah.
That's some program shit.
For real, for real. I'm excited to watch Barbie next week.
Hey
That'll be a little bit of fun.
Foreshadowing for next week.
Yeah. Trying to think if I got any shenanigans. Oh, I guess this is now a good time as any to also plug. Me and Sonny have been working on a play.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just doing more of that. It opens next week, Friday and Saturday.
Next week.
There's a nighttime show on Friday and a matinee and nighttime on Saturday. So check it out. Maybe there'll be a link in description.
Well, we'll just go
If this
into.
episode comes out before then, yeah.
Just go on, if you're in and around Melbourne, go check the Red Axe Instagram page.
Yeah.
I guess you'll find the links there.
Yeah.
Red Axe.
For sure.
Redbacks, but axe.
Yes.
Wait, isn't the name of the... What's the name of our basketball team?
No clue. It was
I
not
think it's
our,
like...
I'm not part of it.
Oh, yeah, you're not. I think it's like Redbacks or something. It's like something like that.
No, it makes sense.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, anyway, if that's all about what we've been doing out of the way,
Lol.
I thought I might have a little look-see
Ruffle.
at some news perchance.
Oh.
So firstly, this is a story I'm not sure if I covered last week or not, but I'll just say it anyway. Shang-Chi 2 apparently has been delayed quite a bit,
I'm popping off.
as in indefinitely perchance.
I'm popping off, bro.
Simu Liu was very disappointed, and he was like, "Damn, they said they're making the movie, but now it's just like taking ages to come out." Supposedly, it's coming out after Kang Dynasty, which who even knows if that movie is going to happen with the whole Jonathan Majors stuff. But
Maybe that's the reason.
are you familiar with any of?
I am familiar with Jonathan Majors potentially doing some very naughty things.
Yes,
Potentially.
including on set and stuff. There was a whole bunch of stuff
Very cool.
recently, but yeah.
Mr. Major.
I think his trial's in August, right? So maybe, yeah, maybe he'll get charged. The Disney won't comment on it and still release the movies like a certain studio did with a certain Speedster movie.
They're all the same up there. Fucking big Hollywood. Big up there.
We have big Hollywood news to talk about, but we're going to get to that in a moment.
Yes.
On the Marvel train, we've got I believe EA is working on a Black Panther open world game.
Ooh, that sounds like that could be fun.
Yeah.
Could be a little bit, you know.
Explore Wakanda. That's actually pretty
Is it
cool.
just going to be like the Black Panther DLC of Marvel's Avengers? Because it was a pretty decent one. You know, every time a new update for Marvel's Avengers came out, I started writing the script for the Unholy Trinity review. Never made it. I finished the script, but I never recorded anything.
very sad.
For real. When's Player's
Rest in peace,
Perspective
your
making a
fallen
return?
soldier.
When's our YouTube channel making a return?
When we hire an editor, that's
Hire an
not me.
editor. Yeah. You
Time
can,
is
Time is money.
difficult.
Yeah.
Time is a lot of things.
Speaking of time, we kind of went back in time a little bit for the Napoleon trailer.
Ah.
Yeah. it's a bit segue.
Napoleon, short king,
We
we
even went to
stand.
France.
Yeah, it's a movie with Joaquin Phoenix as Napoleon.
Sadly
And,
for Joker fans, he will not be reprising the role as Joker.
In the film Napoleon, he will be reprising his role as Joker in the movie Joker 2.
Yeah.
Two Joker shoes joking.
I'm fighting back.
Yeah,
And that makes me a little angry.
What if Napoleon has a Joker moment?
he might.
Fuck society, I'm king.
Joker,
He was king. He was king.
yeah,
He did some cool stuff.
Was it cool though? Or was it just French?
and he was a short king.
Yeah, and then he got like banished.
It wasn't that fake news.
Yeah, that was fake news. That's why he's not shot in the trailer.
Nah, real.
But yeah. The film's directed by Ridley Scott, which is cool because he's like 85 and he's still making
Still writing.
his
Old people make
movies.
good movies.
Yeah. I mean, his last movie was apparently good. I haven't seen it, but it was that one about the like knights or something, and it's like a court case, but like it's like a duel because that's how they did shit back in the day.
It's not the Green Knight.
It's not the movie The Green
It's
Knight.
not the Dark
No.
Knight.
It's not Red Lights
Neither.
by Stray Kids.
It's
Sadly.
not that either. That's true.
Cinematic masterpiece.
But yeah, it looked pretty cool in my opinion. You guys think it looked cool?
Kill.
Looked very like a regular type of trailer, but there is mayhaps a romance of Napoleon with someone, which
Is
may
it,
or may not be interesting.
Oh,
I hope
it's-
that it is not all that integral to the story because I feel like Napoleon's journey is a bit more interesting than any romance that he may have. But hopefully they can make it interesting.
Is it Napoleon
Funny,
and
yeah.
his romance with democracy, bro?
Yes.
Fun
Yeah.
fact, in Assassin's Creed Unity, a game which I have 100% completion on, there's like a side chain of missions to do with Napoleon, and it's like romance.
Well, hey,
Side
as long as it's fun and interesting, as long as the movie's fun and interesting, that's all that matters.
Yeah. Speaking of possibly fun and interesting, or maybe not, we'll see your opinions, but we just saw the trailer for Twisted Metal. We saw a little clip a few weeks ago, and we were like, interesting. And now we've got a full trailer kind of giving us what this show is.
Isn't it a
What do you
film?
think? No, it's a show. It's
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
A TV show.
yeah.
What do you think about
Which
the
is
TV
coming
show?
to Stan in Australia, by the way.
Could be cool.
Could be cool.
I
Looks like there was
can
a
already
Joker Man.
assume that the internet's mad about it.
Yeah.
Because internet's... I think Twisted Metal is meant to be like a dark thing, but they're going for a comedy route. But I don't know. Maybe it'll...
Maybe
It
could be
did
good.
give me the vibes of Zombieland a little bit, but like even more like a really over the top Zombieland sort of thing. Zombieland's still a little low key, a bit more low key with this comedy, but like, yeah, it's just like people
How
doing
to
some shit
captivate
in
your modern
crazy stuff.
audience.
I mean, yeah,
They're also trying to open up mayhaps slightly younger audiences so they can get more revenue. Mayhaps that is why.
All
Well,
of
we
the
shall
people.
see.
All of the people who are used to playing Twisted Metal are all millennials. So we got to get the Gen Z in back.
Exactly, got to get the Gen
Yeah.
Zs, bro.
Yep.
or
I know nothing.
they should release a new Twisted Metal
I know
game.
nothing, by the way. I'm not qualified to comment on it.
They should just make a game.
Neither are
They
any
should
of
just
us.
make a game because I want to play Twisted Metal, but I'm on the current gen, bro. You know, I'll be
Current Gen? What a loser.
damn. But yeah, I guess we'll wait to see. We'll probably review it or whatever when it comes out. So stay tuned for that.
Yep.
We also got our first look at Deadpool 3.
Yo. Yes.
I'm sure you guys have seen the images of Wolverine's
And his
classic.
Why isn't Hugh Jackman short? Wolverine is short in comics.
He's not short in the 90s show, I don't think. And that seems to be the inspiration they're going for with
That's
that
fake
uniform
news.
sort of thing.
I can smell it.
Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? Will The Rock make an appearance in a Marvel film? Is he not only changing up
I
the...
don't think he would.
Is he changing up...
Come
Not,
up
The
with Black
hierarchy of
Adam,
the Marvel universe.
yeah,
is that
but
what
he
you're
could
saying?
like change the landscape of
Dwayne
not
The
only
Rock
DC
Johnson
and
as
Marvel.
Kang the
Black
Conqueror.
Adam.
in the MCU.
Maybe.
I would actually really like that if The Rock was. I'd love that. If Jonathan Majors gets into big trouble, The Rock, like unironically, I would love that.
Do you think that Rock would have the acting chops to pull off Kang?
I think he would have the acting chops. I
Yeah,
think he's a
still,
little bit of a goofy individual. If you've seen him during his wrestling times, he was a bit of a stirrer of the pot. he liked unnerving people a little bit. So I think if he did, I think he could maybe do a bit of a good job. I don't know though. I haven't seen many of his other films, so I don't know.
Have you seen Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania?
No.
Because that's the one with Kang in it. I don't think he's a real goofball in that movie, is he? He's more of a goofball in Loki, but like, I don't think Kang's
He
a real
remains
goofball.
a goofball.
Yeah, he
Kang
remains a
himself
goofball.
is kind of just
pretty
angry.
serious. He's
Yeah,
kind of
but
an angry
I
man.
think The Rock can do a little bit of a serious thing. I think.
Oh, he
can.
tried to do one with Black Adam, right? And did that go well?
He's too busy taking over the DC universe.
Well, that's the thing. He could try and take over the Marvel universe. I think that'd be really cool.
That's his plan B.
He's also taking over the world in general
yes.
with hit film Red Notice that everybody has seen.
Is that the one with Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah. Apparently everybody in the world has seen it, according to Netflix. It's like the most streamed movie of all time or some shit. I don't know, yeah.
There's a very nice scene of Ryan Reynolds mayhaps expelling a certain sound when The Rock pushes him against a wall or a door. It's quite nice. You should search it up.
Well,
It's very fun.
I did watch the movie.
Stop
a while ago.
farting.
In the
I
studio.
can't stop my farting. I can't stop my
That's
functions.
true. You shouldn't hold in your farts.
Exactly.
It may be rude. It may be rude. Camera. All the cameras may.
Uno, dos, tres.
Yes, there are 3.
Ah.
The Trinity of cameras, some would say.
Yes, that's the real unholy trinity.
One for each unholy trinity member.
Plus 1.
No.
No.
Okay, cool.
You can pass me them tissues, man.
Yeah, for sure, dog. We
Tissue.
This is shit pass.
This is yeah.
Kick it.
All right. Yeah, so Deadpool 3, I thought the images looked pretty cool. However, production has stopped on Deadpool 3 as of today, which we'll talk about in a moment when we explain the reason why. It's an industry thing. But yeah. In other news, the Activision Blizzard Microsoft merger has successfully passed, and it could start as early as this month, which is interesting. Are you familiar with this, Thomas?
I am slightly familiar.
Basically, the story is Microsoft is cucking the rest of us from COD, bro.
Cuck.
But that's fine because if you cuck, then it incentivizes other people to purchase the Xbox. So it helps improve their revenue stream from the Xbox. So it's a little bit of a scummy idea, mayhaps for the consumer, but for a business, it's a smart idea. And also, you want competition in a capitalist market because competition incentivizes innovation, which is always good for the consumer because it leads to a decrease in prices.
But here's the thing, mate. Call of Duty is now a franchise that you can play cross-platform across every platform. And by limiting it back to one platform, that completely ruins that. All of the work. Also, I had a theory that like
a game theory. We've got a game theory.
as a COD gamer myself, right? And I assume I can speak for the COD community here. I feel like most people play COD on a PlayStation. That's just like, that's pretty, I think, that's a pretty, I was going to say based assumption. Is that a based assumption?
We need the facts. We need a fact check.
That's, yeah. I feel like PlayStation people aren't going to buy an Xbox to play COD. They'll just be angry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then the FIFA COD people can be like, oh my god, not FIFA COD. FIFA Xbox people can be like, I can play COD now.
Well, they can always play COD, but they just be like, I could play COD.
Without the PlayStation.
Yeah. Or I assume the Steam players as well, right? I don't know.
Are they gonna have a PC on that? Or are they just gonna be not?
I don't know, like, because
Unless they're gonna
Modern
go
Warfare 2 is on
Microsoft
Steam.
Store. Since Microsoft.
Yeah. Then you have to play it through Microsoft Store. How would you feel about that?
I won't play.
Damn, you would delete it in rage. Yeah. We've got the trailer for the Wonka, like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory prequel Wonka.
Timothy Chocolate.
Chalamet.
Timothy Champagne.
Oh.
He looks a little bit too young for the role, but mayhaps he could be a
this
little
is like
goofy.
a prequel, yo.
It's a prequel, yeah.
So like, it kind of works.
Hopefully, he can get the personality of a psychopath like Willy Wonka is in the original.
The creator of do you guys know about the Snowpiercer thing?
I love Snowpiercer. Watch Snowpiercer. It's a great film.
Apparently, Charlie the Chocolate Factory. Yeah, Charlie the Chocolate Factory is a prequel to Snowpiercer. There's like a really big internet theory about that.
Yes, it's an internet theory, but as we all know with internet theories, they are wrong.
I mean, probably true, but yeah.
But yeah, watch Snowpiercer. It's a really good film. It has Chris Evans in it. If you want to watch Chris Evans, have fun.
Yeah, and it's a good society movie. It's a real society one.
Sadly, there are no Joker moments.
Yeah, and it's the dude who directed Parasite and stuff. So
yeah, it's a good movie.
Cool guy. But yeah, with the Wonka trailer, I was like, I think it looks a little bit of fun. It's got I like the whimsical stuff where it's like, he stopped daydreaming, it's $3 fine or stuff like that. That was cute. You know, the little light bulb moment.
Yeah, the light bulb moment was kind of cute. Hopefully it can lean into that slightly more comedic little thing, but hopefully not too much comedy that it becomes a little bit overbearing.
Yeah.
Oversaturated.
Yeah.
A little bit too sweet.
Yeah, a little bit too sweet. You
It's
don't
like white chocolate.
Yeah, you don't want your chocolate to be too sweet because then it's like it's not good. You want to have a little bit of tang to it, don't you?
Yeah, mixing a bit of cocoa powder, make it a bit darker.
Yeah, dark chocolate is really nice.
Kill.
Especially with mint. Dark chocolate mint. Ooh, that's that good stuff.
Good stuff.
I know someone who hates mint in anything. They like mint by itself in like toothpaste and bubble
Wait,
gum.
really?
But they're just like chocolate and mint. Blah. Get it out of here.
Actually, no. That's actually, is that a common? I was gonna because I know choc mint is like one of the least popular flavors of ice cream, right?
Apparently.
Yeah,
but those who love it, love it.
But huh?
Is it milk chocolate?
No. But mint, like mint and chocolate, like. You know, have you ever had mint and chocolate?
I've had mint and dark chocolate.
Like like in ice cream and stuff.
No.
It's that green shit.
But yeah, it's a pretty common flavor. But yeah, I know people who don't like that. But it's like, is it because they don't like mint at all, or is it?
I don't fucking know.
I don't know.
Mint can be a bit strong.
Mint only good by itself. I don't like mint and other things.
Wait, but mint's like a garnish.
Exactly. I don't like mint on other things.
But wait, so hold on. Does this individual, like, do they just eat mint leaves?
Or like mint bubble gum? Yeah.
Flavored.
Mint toothpaste?
They eat mint toothpaste.
They like to.
What? Because mint is like,
Yeah, mint is the leaf.
yeah,
But things are flavored.
flavored like
leaf.
mint.
Yes.
But they don't eat mint flavored things, or they do?
They do. They don't like the mint flavor with other things. They don't like it with chocolate. If it's just mint, it's just mint.
Damn, I just imagine they just eat mint leaves because that's like the same as just.
That's
Because
pretty
a
much the
mint
same as going
flavored
to a
something
fur
would
place.
still
They use some
usually
mints to
have
put in your fur.
be a
It's so
mixture of
good.
things, right? It would be mint and other
As
things.
a garnish, you have to put out something.
Maybe we should mint
Nah, they
over
just
to
eat
the
toothpaste,
next topic of discussion.
I agree with this guy.
Yo, maybe we can
should keep
mint
him.
some money.
Yo, inflation moment.
You remember that Auntie Donna episode about the money? And then they go to the mint?
I didn't watch that
Money.
one.
Is
Oh,
good.
Speaking of RBA guys getting sacked. Cool fact.
Really, Philip Lowe's getting the
It's more
boot.
like his term's ending. It's not getting,
Okay, yeah, it's not. Yeah, because I think he
Damn.
was brought in during Liberal government
Yeah.
when they were in power. So probably Labor wants someone who will more actively.
Fix the
Represent.
Well, they can't really fix the economy. They can only control inflation rates. So.
I can fix the economy
he can.
by telling you that inflation is not a real thing.
As someone who does commerce, I disagree.
Hey, I'm spreading the misinformation, bro.
You are such a thoughtful.
I am such a thoughtful
person.
individual. This man right here did economics with me in year 12.
That's right.
It was a
that's
fun
right.
time. It was a fun time.
I gained absolutely fuck all from that class. I'm gonna be on
Let's talk about the Ahsoka trailer.
Ahsoka.
Ahsoka does stuff.
Yes,
does
Sabine looks a little bit odd, but hopefully I can come to. Hopefully it grows on me, because I like Sabine. I think she was fun. I think she was cool. It'd be interesting to see a certain man who was in Rebels. I wouldn't mind seeing him. Hopefully he's not as annoying as he was in the
which
show.
dude?
And a person whose name starts with E.
And
Ezra?
ends in Zra.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they got a shout out in the trailer.
Ezra Miller.
Oh, yo, Ezra
I don't
Miller.
think it's
Yo.
the Flash Ezra Miller,
Damn.
but
But yeah, Ezra's gonna come back. Hopefully he can do some cool things. Thrawn's back for all EU extended Star Wars Legends people. Hopefully he can kick ass like he does in the extended universe, which he didn't really do in Rebels. So hopefully we can see more of that.
lovely.
Slay.
Personally, don't know anything about that stuff. I need to catch up there. I'll do it. I'll watch all of Rebels.
Read all the books.
No, we don't have enough time. August is the
Damn.
release date.
But it could be an introduction of Jack's book report.
Oh, Jack's book quarter. That's what it is. Jack's book quarter.
Damn, I'm bad at
I
guess.
should have talked about what I've been reading.
Go.
I've been reading Dianetics, the first book in the Scientology collection.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tom Cruise. We love you.
Yeah, so
Cruisy.
it's a terrible book. It's really dry. It's really boring. Got racist pretty quick. Not a good book. Not a good book. Don't recommend this one.
I'll read it for Tom.
Blunt. It's just the way we like
Yeah.
it.
That's my review of Dianetics so far.
Sick.
All right, we got a final trailer for Blue Beetle, the first film in the new DCU. Do you think general audiences know that?
No.
Probably.
Because I
not.
assume they don't. Yeah,
Nope.
but it is the first official DCU movie. What did you guys think?
Whoa, someone do cool things that I've never heard of before. That's the main draw of this, I think. It's just like they do cool shit.
Yeah. Do you know who Blue Beetle is?
Not until the trailer came out initially.
Damn, because he's been in like Young Justice or something, right?
Yo,
Which I
shout
also
out
don't
Young
like.
Justice.
Young Justice.
Young Justice was so good.
I've definitely seen him in like cartoons when I was a kid. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he's been in a couple
But
of
fun
cartoons.
fact, Blue Beetle, it was originally a completely different comic book franchise. Back in the it's what you call the public domain sphere. And I look into a lot of funny public domain superheroes, and Blue Beetle was one of these characters. And then like many, many, many years later, DC bought the character, and now it's a big movie. But he was just a funny little public domain character back in the day.
Shit.
They
Yeah.
took him from the public.
But yeah, I think it looks like a little bit of fun.
Little bit.
Hopefully it's good because it's the first DCU movie.
Yeah.
I think it'll harp on to too much of the humor. I think it might be a little bit of a detriment.
I mean, yeah. But also, like,
It's kind of a Spider-Man situation.
it
Yeah.
seems to be a
Yo.
little Spider-Man-y.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a superhero car, bro.
Okay. Cool.
That means goat.
Superhero
Goated
guy.
with the sauce.
Is he goated with the sauce? Yeah.
No, goat in literal Espanol.
Goated with the sauce?
See,
Busting it down.
Oh, shout out to the goat, who's currently in England, Nathan Lyon. I love you. Hopefully you get better. Hate the Poms.
Damn.
yeah.
But,
Pomsies back.
speaking of Poms, let's talk about some noms. Emmy noms, to be precise. We got the full list of Emmy nominations. I
That's
have
the
committed
transition
some
effect.
to memory. The general scope of it is Succession has the most nominations.
I should
'cause it's
watch that.
Succession. I started watching the first episode. I didn't get through it. Maybe we could watch it together.
Yo.
Yeah. Succession's leading. The Last of Us is doing really well as well.
Shout out Pedro.
Oh,
I
Beef
love you.
is like nominated for like every section of like limited series. which is good.
Yes.
The one thing I thought was really dumb was Pedro Pascal got nominated for best guest cameo, like best guest appearance or whatever it is. You know how episodes of TV shows do guest actors, right?
They do.
But it was for SNL, for his own like SNL episode. And I was like, bro, that's kind of weird.
That is kind of cringe. But
Yeah, because it's not. That's like not even a. That's like literally a. Not even a TV. It is a TV show. It's like not a TV show. You know, he's not acting. It's just like, well, he is acting, but he's like acting as himself.
He's doing his own thing.
Yeah.
Stars.
Barry got a few noms.
star.
Like, good on Barry. I need to finish that show. The Bear's getting quite a few noms. Well earned. The
Bear in
Bear
the
was
Big-
probably one of the best shows I
Bear in
watched
the
this
Big Blue
year.
House?
Three bears.
No, it's the one about the cooking. Cooking like a chef, bro.
Looking
In
like
the
a chef
kitchen
on a
with-
5-star Michelin.
Yeah. Andor's doing really well as well.
Yes.
Yes,
and
There
Andor.
was some.
Goated.
Kenobi got a few noms as well, which I do not feel was deserved at all.
For what?
The more I reflect on that show was it was kind of bad.
Kind of mid.
Like,
I'd
it wasn't
say.
a well-made show. It was poorly written. Like
I think it was
it
kind of
was
mid.
kind of badly acted as well. It was like
midi,
a very mid show. Yeah.
Kenobi midi.
Yeah, it was mid. It was mid.
Twisty, nipple twisty.
There was something that got a nomination that I thought was. Hold on, I'm actually gonna talk amongst yourselves for a second so I can pull up the Emmy noms.
No.
Okay, I'll pull up.
How about that day after copyright?
Shout out to Capybaras. I love you. Also, Ryujin from ITZY.
That's gonna
You're
be
pretty
my drum
cool.
mic.
For real.
using these.
Maybe.
Abbott Elementary is also getting a lot of
These are
buzz.
guitar cabs. But you can probably use it for some.
What's up?
Can I continue the episode?
No.
All right, I'll wait. That's fine.
Intermission. Intermission time.
Yes,
We're waiting
Intermission
for
time
you.
over.
you may. You may.
Okay.
April.
All right. So, in the comedy, we've got like Abbott Elementary, Barry, Jury Duty, Only Murders in This Building, which is a pretty good show. I've only seen the first season though. Ted Lasso, which is a great show, but I've only seen the first 2 seasons.
Teddy.
The Bear, which is a banger.
Bears.
Marvelous Miss Maisel, which the lead actress in that is our new Lois Lane for the DCU.
Whoa.
And
check it.
Wednesday, which is
Obviously.
that one show.
Shout out to
The kind of the
Ibrahim.
main ones for drama were Andor, Better Call Saul, House of the Dragon, Succession, The Crown, Last of Us, The White Lotus, and Yellow Jackets,
Dragon.
which are all from what I know to be good shows. So like, pretty good stuff there.
Hiyo.
With limited or anthology series, the main ones, and this is where I got a little bit annoyed, was, okay, Beef, great show. Dharma, terrible show, awful show. Don't give this to Dharma.
Jeez.
I don't know what it's getting noms for because it's not a good show. No, people
drink.
didn't like it, so it's like, I don't really get it. Daisy Jones and the Six, apparently that's good. Fleischman is in Trouble. I haven't seen that, but I've heard it is alright. Or good, I don't know. And then Obi-Wan Kenobi, which was a bad show. Like, that's not even a good show. Like,
Jack's being a little bit harsh.
Obi-Wan.
Jack's being a little bit
okay,
harsh.
like maybe it's an enjoyable-ish show, but I don't think it's like Emmy level good.
What's it for? What's it nominated for?
Literally just best limited series.
Oh yeah, that's kind of bad. It doesn't
All over
deserve
the
to be
place.
there.
I probably watched better limited
Don't
series
play.
this year. Can't think of one off the top of my
see what
head.
happened
But...
was George Lucas bribed the Emmys, bro.
Oh.
Shout out to George.
They also the Emmy nominates for like best variety show. They nominate the fucking Grammys and the Oscars, which are just aren't they all just the same, bro? Stop nominating yourself.
But
They just
that's what the
nominate
real
themselves,
drama
bro.
is. You don't get drama on a reality TV show like you get with the Oscar hosts.
The Grammys got an Emmys, yeah.
Huh?
Imagine if the Grammys got an Emmy.
Yeah, it can. It got nominated, so like, yeah.
Shit, it's not a show.
It's
I
a
mean-
variety show.
It's not like The Price is Right or some shit.
No, it's like because it goes. You literally watch it on TV as a show. Yeah.
Oh, that's what George Lucas said to the people who run the Emmys. The Price is Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get Kenobi on there.
Get Kenobi on, or I will kill you.
Also, Miss Marvel got nominated for a few things.
Cool.
I think the main one was editing, which was like the thing we were like, oh, that was pretty good. And then they dropped it after like one episode.
Lol.
Yeah. So that's kind of the Emmys. Honestly, pretty good noms, except for like some random bullshit like Obi-Wan. Yeah.
Hey. Yeah.
That's talking about Kenobi. It just reminded me of an edit I saw of the Anakin lava thing scene. But every time Kenobi comes on screen, they play Sexy Back.
Oh.
Shout out to Justin Timberlake.
That's Justin Timberlake.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, so then the really big story from yesterday is the SAG-AFTRA strike, which if you guys don't know, it's the Screen Actors Guild. So it's basically, you know how you go out and you see these things called movies?
Oh.
Or you watch these things called TV shows?
Oh.
In these things, there are people called actors,
Oh.
right? And they're,
Really?
in America, they're part of a union. Or some people call it an onion, but I think it's a union. I think that's the correct pronunciation.
Onion.
Yes.
It's made
Shout
of
out to
glass.
onions.
Yes.
Layered.
Layers, like ogres. Anyway, so they're striking in solidarity with the writers, which means that literally everything's pretty much on hold right now. Some stuff, House of the Dragon still continuing shooting for some reason.
Shout out Matt
Maybe
Smith.
TV shows have an exception. I don't know. But the main thing with the actors is there's a recent thing that studios have decided is if you're a background actor, you can sign away the rights to your face, and they will CGI AI you into everything and not pay you.
The Black Mirror thing is coming.
They pay you
true.
one time and then never use it again.
Then
Which
why would anyone
everyone's
sign
go,
that?
oh my god, Black Mirror is coming true. Sorry,
Then why would anyone sign that?
I don't
For
know.
money
Maybe if you're
now.
really desperate.
Get a job.
That would be you get paid
fucking-
up front and then you just never get paid again.
Then I
But it seems like a bad deal. You could probably make more money by just acting in things, even as a background actor, just multiple times. But anyway, yeah, people don't like that.
Yep.
Yeah, people
don't
don't
like that.
And so yeah, the actors are striking. And related to Deadpool 3 is now on hold because they obviously don't like that.
No likey.
So as of
Likey.
right now, movies just don't exist. Except for one movie. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1.
Yo, what a smooth
This is a
transition.
segue into
Yo.
the review.
Though before we do that, I just wanted to say, leading up to that, me and the boys, we watched a few Mission Impossible movies.
Oh, yes, we did.
Yes. So, Dio and I watched Mission Impossible 1,
Uno.
the classic 90s film, Mission Impossible.
Oh no.
Good movie.
yeah right there.
Good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
favorite.
Your favorite
Hey.
of the entire franchise?
On par with the latest one.
Really?
All right,
Interesting, 'cause
discussion.
Fallout's my favorite of the entire series.
Fallout Boys?
But yeah. Yeah, pretty cool.
Pulling on my
We
dick at the
watched,
lot. Total fuck 12 fuck dick. I just put my dick at the lot.
Yeah,
That's
settle
really
down with
rude.
Yeah, let's calm down a little bit. Dio's mom
Okay.
listens to this podcast.
Okay,
You know,
sorry,
you're gonna be a bit
sorry.
respectful, right?
Sorry.
Profanity.
Yeah. I agree. I
Sorry,
agree.
Dave's mom. You're really cool.
You are really cool. Shout out.
Shout out.
Anyway,
Any comment?
we also watched. We watched Rogue Nation.
Yes.
Yeah, which you watched as well.
Yes.
Yeah, good movie.
Sure.
It's in my opinion, it's one of the. It's really good, but it's not the strongest in my opinion. I feel like Ghost Protocol and Fallout are better, and maybe Dead Reckoning. But we'll talk about Dead Reckoning later. It's not time yet. Stop being so excited, Sonny. I can see it in your face.
Penis. Pull out the 1K term for this one.
Whoa.
All right.
Can't say that.
We also watched Mission Impossible Fallout, which a little bit of backstory. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. It's probably like top 5, top 3 maybe.
Top
like
Gun?
what a fucking good action movie. Like holy shit. Blew my mind. I saw it in theaters when it came out and wow. Just amazing. But yeah, did you watch Fallout?
Yes.
Yeah. War never changes, right?
War never changes.
Yeah. Did you like it? Did you like Henry Cavill reloading his arms?
Oh.
Yeah.
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 And then we watched Dead Reckoning Part 1. Transition into our actual review. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
When I say Thomas, you say Cruz. You.
What's Tom Cruise's full name, Thomas? It's Thomas Cruise.
Thomas Cruise the
third.
fourth. Something like that.
The third. The 1, 2.
He's got
Thomas
a really
Cruise.
odd
3, 4.
last name, which he doesn't
Open the
use, which is a
door.
good idea because Tom Cruise sounds a lot more nice.
It's Tom Cruise. Like, is Tom Cruise's is his real name? Is Cruise actually his middle name? I don't think it is. It
Well,
might be
Cruise
right.
is in his middle
don't
name.
know.
It didn't
When I
mention
say
anything.
Thomas, you say Cruz. This guy.
Geelong.
This guy.
Thomas. Cat.
Cruz.
Cat Cruise.
Hi.
Cat.
Let's go.
All right. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1.
Uno.
It is directed and written by Christopher McQuarrie. It stars Thomas Cruise. Who else is in it? Simon Pegg.
Me.
Hey, man.
Haley Atwell. And more people.
Yes.
I'm doing this off the top of my head.
You got
People
Yes.
acted in this movie.
Oh,
Yes.
Vanessa Kirby. Shout out to Vanessa Kirby.
Shout out Vanessa.
I forgot.
For gore.
Yeah.
and that chick you like. Who's that chick you like?
Pom Clon. I don't know how to say her last name. I feel like I'm gonna butcher it.
It's French.
You know, Mantis from her name's French. Mantis from Guardians. She's such a good actress. Love her.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have seen her interviews, but like she had this one interview where Simon Pegg had like she had like an AirPod or something in, and Simon Pegg was just giving her random bullshit to say during the interview. And she had to try not to break character. It was really funny.
They just had like Tom Cruise in the movie, bro.
Yeah, because it was promotion for the movie. Yeah. And it was pretty good. Anyway, this movie, first impressions, starting with Dio, we'll work our way around the room.
Yo, Tom Cruise is back with another one. Yeah, this one's a nice mix of the later films and the earlier films in the more espionage style of spy film. Instead of just like the more, I guess, action heavy style of the later films. But I like it that way. Just having watched the first film before this movie, it's good. It's good. It brought back some references. You know, more funny pranks going on.
Yeah, they do.
Shenanigans.
Go for it.
Some spy deception. I like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, my favorite prank in Mission Impossible history was the one where they faked the news report in Mission Impossible Fallout, and then they reveal he's in a fake room. That was so good.
With the fake CNN man.
Yeah,
Being
literally.
the same
Oh,
CNN man in every film.
yeah.
I wonder if that's his contract. It's like, I am the CNN man in any film.
Is he not like he's an actual reporter? Like he's a real CNN man. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
so he's canon in every universe.
Yeah.
To be the CNN man.
Yo.
No, what about you? What did you think?
As a man of this world, even not as a distinctly movie-going man previously to the Unholy Trinity.
I was gonna
just
say you do
happen
see a
to-
movie every week, though. Yeah.
I've seen a few Mission Impossible films, just because they are films and they are Mission Impossible. But I don't know much about the franchise. But it was a fun film.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's Mission Impossible. It's his own thing.
Yeah. And what? Sorry. Did
I was gonna do your transition for you,
Oh.
Mr. Thomas.
Yeah.
Did you cruise with the film?
I
Ooh.
thought this film was bangers.
Hey,
It was absolute bangers. There was a little bit of
binge.
a little bit of a drop in the middle part, but like overall, straight bangers.
Yeah.
I thought this was gay
Tom
bangers.
Cruise, he can't keep getting away with this. He had Maverick, which was incredible, and now he's got Mission Impossible, Part 1, incredible.
Yeah.
The man cannot be stopped.
Yeah. And like, yeah, just the franchise in general, I feel like it just like kind of gets better every installment. I mean, though, I do think Fallout is better than this, and that is mainly because it's just like it feels a bit more like a tighter movie. This one, like, we'll talk about it a bit more, but like, I freaking love this movie, except for like one thing I had a major problem with, and it was like a big part of the story, and that's like, I didn't like the villain of the movie. Not the actual main villain. I didn't like the secondary villain that they get to put the villain behind. Like, who's working for the main villain in a way. You guys know what I talk about while being vague. I didn't like him at all. So that was like which is a kind of a pretty big issue with the movie because he's in it a lot.
That's the big issue.
And he's the one that kind of forms the personal connection with Ethan, which I didn't like.
Yeah.
So,
Yay.
But we can talk more about that
but
later.
yeah, we'll talk more about that later.
Yes.
But
see, he's a natural. We should keep him.
Everything else was kind of fucking phenomenal. It has one of my new favorite Mission Impossible sequences, which is this. It's not even an action sequence. It's just when they're at Abu Dhabi airport. It's just such an intense sequence.
Yep.
So much shit going down. Fucking great. They've got great stunts in here. You got the really cool car chase. You got the obvious one where he drives off the mountain that everyone was talking about. That was pretty cool. And there's a pretty impressive train sequence that I really liked. Felt like a throwback to Uncharted 2. You know what I mean?
Good old train going off.
Good old train. But yeah. So yeah, we all enjoyed it. I reckon you should just stop what you're doing, pause the podcast if you haven't, and just go out and watch the movie.
Go out and watch
But make
it.
sure you come back.
Movies are
Make sure
real,
you come
baby.
back.
Yeah, for
Go
sure.
out and watch it right now.
Yes,
And
do
Tom
that.
Cruise, if you're listening to this, we love you.
Tom Cruise, if you are real, which I think you are,
Yeah.
can I talk to you? I want to know how you look so well as you do as a
At
man in your 60s.
Yeah.
But he's keeping it real. He's doing good. He's in banger movies. This man does not miss. He has all hits, no misses.
That's true. Yeah. All right. Moving on to the acting, which I feel like is good.
Agree.
Good acting.
Shall we?
I think the actors did their job as actors.
Yeah.
Do your job.
I think that the cast has really good chemistry with each other. Like all the people that returned from the previous movies are all like, they work really well together because we've seen them before. They just do work well together and they're still working well together in this movie. But we've got a couple of new people. We've got Haley Atwell's character, the thief Grace. And I thought she was just a tremendous new cast member. I thought she was great. She has great chemistry with everyone as well, especially with Tom Cruise. Fun fact, maybe they were dating in real life, or I'm not going to say, I don't know,
20-year age
maybe allegedly, you know. Yes.
That aside.
Anyway, what was I going to say? I also really liked, the French lady from Guardians, Pom. I'll just call her Pom because I can't pronounce the last name, unfortunately. So I'm sorry. But yeah, I thought she was really good. She has great physicality as well. She has to do a lot of like.
She was a very
Fighting.
imposing figure when she was on screen. You were always like, damn, what's she going to do next? Is she going to break bad?
Yeah.
Very good.
I thought Vanessa Kirby was really, really good. Like better than the last movie because she actually has to do some emotional acting. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, pretty good. Tom Cruise has to actually do some emotional acting in this movie as well. So yeah. A little bit, we get a bit more range out of actors. Sorry. The villain, as much as I didn't like him, I think the acting was good.
Oh, I loved his actor so much. It was so good.
Yeah.
Sexy boy.
All right, so thumbs up across the board for acting.
Simon Pegg was also his funny man best. Very good.
Yeah. Let's talk a bit about the writing. And for the writing, I think it is mostly good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got like one quirk with it, but yes.
Is it a spoiler or do you want to say it now?
Yes. Well,
Okay. My positives with this one, I really like the actual concept of the movie. I don't know if is it a spoiler to say what the movie's about?
I think
It depends on what you're going to talk about. If it includes a certain character, then yes.
All right. All right. So let's keep it very vague.
Trailer, yo.
It's in the trailer?
What's in the trailer?
I can't remember.
But probably know what you're going to talk about.
All right. Well, the
don't know
movie
what
is
it's
dealing
about.
with a certain threat.
Yes.
Shall we say that? And I thought the threat was presented very well. It's very relevant to today, which is really surprising because I think this movie was written in like 2018 or something.
They knew.
They somehow knew. The movie also opens with a great sequence that is just like something that happened this year.
Except
Also,
not.
that sequence was fucking fantastic. It was so tense. It was like
It was tense. You had no idea what was going on.
Yeah.
Like, even when the scene finished, I was like, okay, what's going to happen with it?
yeah,
Because you're not just going to put in a scene to just never come back to it again, which they kind of do leave it a bit, but that's for something that comes out later.
yeah.
But it's a really good scene, really cool.
Yeah. There's a lot of that's the other thing. Like, there's a lot of like scenes that are more focused on like tension and stuff. It's sort of like the first movie where it's a lot of like whose side are people on, stuff like that. There's multiple chess pieces moving along the board, you know.
As Deo once said, a bit more espionage rather than just pure action, as
Yeah.
the later films have currently been.
Yeah,
It's a nice spy type film.
yeah.
They're playing 4D chess.
They're playing 4D
They
chess, and it definitely shows. Yeah.
Oh, one bit about that scene.
Yeah.
Why aren't the Russians speaking Russian?
So we can understand them.
Without
Give me
some.
subtitles. I want to see.
Well, no,
without
there is a reason. There's a plot reason, but it's a spoiler. Do you not remember what the? There's a really obvious reason why.
All right, we can get into that in
It's a
spoilers.
spoiler, but
Yeah,
it's
but like even the fucking Italians or something, they also spoke English.
no. They spoke Italian. They had
They did,
subtitles
yeah.
on the screen. Yeah,
we can
Some
get
other
into
dudes
that
also spoke
later.
English for some reason. But yeah.
but Italians could also. Majority of Italians could speak English.
No. Not if you live in the countryside. Well, I guess they were
No.
What kind of accent is that?
vaguely European.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry. Moving on, because they do speak a lot of Italian in the Italian scenes.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a plot reason. It's kind of it's a huge major spoiler, so I'm not going to talk about it. But you might have forgotten the twist of the movie, but we'll get to it.
Right.
All right. So yeah, I think the whole concept of the movie is pretty cool. I think the storyline is pretty basic. It's actually like kind of an Indiana Jones story where they like try to chase MacGuffin, kind of like Dial of Destiny a little bit.
McLovin.
Whoa, McLovin.
Can't say that.
But you can't say anything anymore these days, you know.
Donald Lovin.
Yeah.
Cancel culture, man. What is this? The lefty nonsense.
What I say? What I say?
I don't know. All right. Anyway, fuck. I lost my train of thought. Yeah, I thought the
Train.
characters were all really good, and it's hard to talk about with spoilers how like characters will make choices, but it's like, are they their choices or are they not the? Because the whole thing with Mission Impossible is like your mission if you choose to accept it, but then this movie kind of goes, what if you have no choices? Because there's maybe something else going on. And it's kind of like plays with that a little bit. And by the end of the movie, I was going to say what happens at the end of the movie. But in the movie, they reach a point, right? And it's a really satisfying point. Because this is a part 1, part 2, right? But it doesn't end on a cliffhanger, I feel. It ends like, it ends. But you know where they're going to go next with it. But it ends kind of ambiguous in the way it's like,
You don't
No,
know.
I'm gonna.
You don't know what could happen. There are many possibilities. You could see certain things happening which you may not expect. You can see certain things happening that you would expect.
Yeah.
Time will tell when the next film comes out in 2024.
Yeah.
That is assuming it does not get delayed.
Which it probably will because everything's on strike right now.
Yeah.
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 But there's like an interesting concept to do with like choice in this movie.
Yeah,
There's
you're
a lot
not
of that.
in full control of your choices in this
Yeah.
one, since everything may be pre-planned. You know, that's that full.
Yeah, let's though don't get too much into it because that's us. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
telling-
yeah,
he's
no,
just
no worries, no
telling-
worries. Yeah, let's
Let
try to
him-
line
let
up.
him-
Yeah, that's all
You know
good. That's
what
good.
else is expanding?
Oh.
You can't say that. Dare's mum is watching. It's very rude.
No, you're just talking a bit
He's talking
more
about the
this-
franchise. He's talking about the franchise.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
The
I'm sorry.
scope of this
I
franchise
misunderstood. I
is expanding. They're going international. They're going to different locations.
Leech. Inject.
Yeah, that was mean.
Sorry.
All right. Anyway, okay. So then my negative gripes. I have a couple. My main one is they kind of retcon Ethan's backstory, and then so they can introduce a new secondary villain guy. A secondary villain where it's like, I thought his motivations are a little bit bullshit. I kind of understood them a bit more a second time watching it, but his motivations are very... They're not really his own motivations, just like, he's kind of just like rolling with it. You know what I mean? He's just like...
He's doing things
It's
because
what it
someone
does lead
told
into
him
the...
to do them.
Yeah, and it kind of leads into that whole choice thing. Is like, is he making the choices to do these things? Not really. But like, it's kind of done in kind of a not interest. He's not very compelling, in my opinion. Though this is a part 1, part 2 situation, so maybe they'll pick up some more stuff to do with him. Because I don't really... They never really explain his connection with Ethan in this movie. They kind of show you a flashback of some stuff, but they never really give you explicit what's going on between them in the past and stuff like that.
Previous sexual tension.
Yeah. And I just felt like they just needed a way to make it personal to Ethan, really. That's kind of like the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
And there are a few ways to look at it, because it's kind of like, this movie, I feel like towards the end, the second half of the movie, Ethan didn't need to be in the movie. Like, if you think about it, the whole last act, Ethan's not even there. He's kind of off doing something.
But he needs to fight the dude.
Yeah, he needs to fight the dude. That's the only thing. It's like, I feel like he didn't... Technically, the movie didn't really need him at the end, but it's just like because the dude is there and they've kind of introduced this character to be kind of personal to Ethan, and that's the whole thing, right? Which is like... It's also like, why Ethan? I guess like the main villain of the movie went, okay, Ethan's the perfect way for my plan to go right, or whatever. That's the assumption, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It just feels a little bit too coincident. It's too much of a coinkydink for her. But also, like, the whole thing is like, it's not a coincidence, everything's planned or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So overall, I think that that villain was really weak, and I felt like he could have been cut out of the movie, but then they might not have found something for Ethan to do in the second half of the movie. That's, I guess, the thing, right?
I feel like the secondary antagonist was a nice, compelling antagonist, I found.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I thought if he wasn't in there, I felt like I would have felt like the threat wouldn't have been as like timely in terms of like, damn, this is something that we need to fix.
Because you need
now.
like a physical
Yeah, we need like
embodiment
a
of
physical
what's going on,
presence
yeah.
to like to come in and like tell and show who's boss
Yeah.
when it comes to the things that are going on. And like, actually, are we still in the writing phase at the moment?
We're still in the running phase,
Yeah.
yeah.
I had a little bit of a gripe in the middle part where it's like the gang meets together and they're discussing things. And there was a little bit too cliche dialogue where it's like, oh, this guy is death or something like that, which was a little bit cliche. I thought they could have done it a little bit better.
Kind of like I remember that speech that Alec Baldwin gave in Rogue Nation, where he goes,
Yeah.
"Ethan is the manifestation of destiny."
Yeah, it was a little bit. It was a little bit odd, a little bit. I wouldn't say cringe, but it was a little bit off.
Cringe.
Yeah, so if they could have fixed that, I think it would have been fine. But like, it's just the middle part of the movie, so like that's when you're kind of a little bit tired because of the action-packed stuff at the start. You have the middle part, which is a little bit more of a lull, but there's still action. But then when that third part hits, it hits good, so you probably won't really remember the little bit of a lull in the middle part. But that's just a slight little gripe that I had.
This
Yeah.
is how Tom Cruise becomes the Joker.
And for some comparison, I'd say Mission Impossible Fallout had no lull. I feel like that was constant action for the entire movie, which is why I think that it's a little bit stronger. Yeah, so like it does have a. But the interesting thing is, like, this movie doesn't feel too long. It feels exactly what it needs. In fact, there are some scenes that feel a bit cut short. Like, you notice there are moments where, like, action is going on and they cut instead of showing them doing the complete action.
Yeah.
There's, I think, 2 moments where that happens. There's also, like, they'll talk over fight scenes sometimes and just, like, that felt like there could have been more there, but that's not, it didn't bother me. It's just, like, things I observed. Oh, there's also funny stuff that I'll talk about in audio, but we'll get to that. There was something else I wanted to bring up. Yes. There was some funny women stuff in this movie where it would be like, women can't drive. Did you notice that? There's a car chase sequence where, for some reason, the woman is presented that, like, she can't drive and then she needs Tom Cruise to help.
I feel like one could attribute that to the current person being in a state of stress in where they cannot think adequately.
But Tom Cruise goes, "Here, take the wheel." And then she does drive.
Well,
but
he's in like the passenger seat, so he can't really like drive properly. So like he's probably going, "Hey, it's easier if you drive."
Although they did establish before Tom Cruise and her get in the same car, she was running away from Tom Cruise. She kept crashing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So,
that's true. Okay.
There was a little bit of that. The also other one that I had more of an actual problem with was there's a scene of dialogue from the bad guy where he's like, Ethan brings all these women along and they're in over their heads and like he manipulates them as if the women can't think for themselves, which I thought was a little bit sexist in my opinion.
Well,
there.
it's a half truth there, you know, as in like.
No, it is. What are you talking about?
There's always women.
Yeah, there are women in the movies, but in my opinion, for the last few Mission Impossibles at least, because at the start of the franchise, they wanted to be James Bond, so they would be like, "Yo, what if you had a woman every movie?" And then they just went away from that because Mission Impossible 2 was really bad. But I think the women supporting cast in the past few movies have been really strong, especially the assassin. She's really cool, and then they kind of just reduce her to be interchangeable. Like they present them as just interchangeable,
yeah.
Which I didn't like because it's like you kind of created actually really strong, compelling characters, and you're just like, oh, they're just like love interests or whatever.
Women.
They're just women. That's kind of what they do, and I like that's a bit misogynistic.
Is saying like this may be true or not, you know.
Yeah,
I think he's also trying to. I don't think he's more saying that to tell the audience. It's more kind of like, see,
He's trying to gaslight.
yeah, he's trying to gaslight and gatekeep the female characters and going like, hey,
Don't you know?
yeah, maybe he's trying to manipulate you a little bit. Maybe just watch out for him, seeding that little bit of doubt
yeah.
in to maybe get them to go on to his side or maybe help him out a little bit.
But then it leads to a choice that Ethan has to make involving women.
So he's
Where it's like they are literally interchangeable is the kind of the choice that also this is maybe a little nitpick, but the choice he makes is kind of a bullshit choice where there was a really obvious answer because it's presented with a choice of like certain option A and option B in this choice. Where option A is actually don't spoil the thing. I'm keeping it super vague.
You talked about the different woman, bro.
I just said women in general.
So all the women.
Yeah, all women, bro.
All
Anyway,
women
there's
in the
option A,
entire
option
world.
B. I felt like option A was really obvious, and option B was like something that was. I feel like option B gets more important towards the end of the movie
Yeah.
because
But
they
not
get
at present.
yeah. That's kind of spoilers. But anyway, I felt like it was a really obvious decision that he just. I don't know what decision does he make. We'll get to
Well,
it.
he doesn't even make.
Does he even make the
He
decision?
doesn't really
Yeah.
make the
He shows
decision.
up late. Yeah.
Okay, that's not,
Nah,
yeah.
but that's for real. That's for real. That's for real.
Yeah. All right. But anyway, that's kind of like writing for me.
He was on the toilet for a bit too long.
I think overall good writing, except for like the one major thing being the villain and like kind of gripes with some representation of women, possibly a little bit, you know.
A little bit,
Little
yeah.
bit.
But you can kind of maybe offset it because, like, in the last third, there's some cool stuff
It's
that
some cool
that
stuff.
women do.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we can move on to the next section.
All
Which
right.
is-
Cinematography, which I thought was
Yes.
very, very well shot. They do a lot of the Dutch angles, trying to emulate Mission Impossible 1. A little bit of that, which is pretty cool. There's a lot of nice shots on here. I like when it's colorful.
Yes.
I really like the last act because it's just really vibrant colors.
Good
And I was
set
like,
design.
that looks really good.
Good
Yeah.
costumes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The scene at the
Good
party
lighting.
was very
Whoa.
nice. With
There
the
was some
way-
great costume design. There's a certain scene where Tom Cruise, he comes out, you know, with a bit of glasses and on a little book, bro. And I was like,
a little bit of Italian.
a little bit of that Mamma Mia.
Scientology flip.
He swung through Dianetics for real, yeah. That was a good moment, yeah.
Yeah, but the party in Venezia
Yeah.
was I quite liked the lighting that they had. They used a little bit of nice colors, a little bit of purple, a little bit
Yeah.
of blue. There was a little bit of orange in a chase scene segment,
Yeah.
or yellow. I don't know. I'm slightly colorblind, so I can't tell.
There was
But-
some desert stuff as well. That
Yeah, there was
like,
some
yeah.
desert stuff, but desert looked like desert. But either way, the lighting and stuff was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
This it looks funny.
What?
No, this reminds me of Metal Gear.
It reminded me of John Wick, actually.
Yeah.
So riding in the desert at the horses.
Psycho Mantis.
Yeah.
Psycho.
You're that ninja.
Editing visual stuff. I thought good.
Yeah.
Most like a lot of it was practical, obviously, but there was also some CGI, you know. But I
think
thought
you
all
had a
the
gripe with the way certain fight scenes were edited, where it's like they would cut a little bit too short.
yeah, like the ones I'm thinking of, like there's a sequence at the end with a train, and like the characters have to like make their way from one end of the train to the other, sort of thing, and then they kind of like there's like tension, and then the tension would kind of like break, and then it would just cut to them being okay. And they do that another time involving a train and a car.
Vroom.
They also do that cut and they're okay.
Yeah.
But that was more for a comedy bit. I think they're both like kind of trying to keep it a bit comedic because it's like, phew, it's fine. Haha, you can have a little chuckle. That sort of thing. But
Interesting though.
other than that, it was pretty good. Yeah, I was curious if like, you know that stunt where he's going off the mountain, right? Because that was in all the promo. And like, it's obviously a huge ass ramp. I was like, how they gonna, what are they doing? Like, what's the context of him using a huge ass ramp to do the thing? But no, they just CGI that out to be like grass and shit. But it looks like a ramp. It's like, it's literally a grassy, like it's shaped exactly like the ramp, which is kind of funny because like, yeah, the natural mountains probably don't have a actual ramp like structure to it. But it looked good though. But like, it was funny to me. Yeah.
Hee hee. Funny
Yeah.
design.
And the stunts and stuff were all good. I thought of the hand-to-hand choreography was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any sequence that is as good as like the bathroom scene in Fallout, because that's kind of like the bar of just hand-to-hand combat in general, kind of. But but still impressive stuff because they use a lot of like more like knives and shit in this one, which was pretty nice.
Yeah, there's a lot of knife play, especially by the secondary antagonist,
Yeah.
which I found was quite nice.
To the first one, knives.
Oh yeah. There is the whole like wait, when did they use knives in the first film?
That was the twist in the first.
Oh, the first, yeah, that's just in the first. Maybe it was the same knife. I can't remember. But yeah, the train sequence I assume was a direct reference to the train sequence in the first movie.
Yeah.
Trains.
Oh, I thought that was the Orient Express.
Yeah.
Yes. But they also have
It
train in
was.
the first one, where they fight in train.
Yeah. You want to talk about sound and audio?
It's cool. Did you have
pretty
something
good.
to say specifically?
Yeah. Did you guys notice the ADR?
No.
Can't say I
No,
was paying
it
too
was
much
really
attention.
funny. There's a sequence at the start when Tom Cruise and Grace are walking together, and then she goes, "Oh, it's people are chasing us," and then her mouth doesn't move, and then the ADR goes, "This will be exciting." Did you remember that, right? Because I think I whispered that to you. I'm like, "Oh, a nice ADR."
I didn't notice it because I was focused on Tom Cruise. I didn't look at the face.
You didn't focus on the person talking. All right.
I did not
But
notice
yeah, that was no. It's like literally a nitpick. Like not even a nitpick. That's not even a complaint. I just thought it was funny.
Yeah.
And there was a moment that was, I guess, like weirdly ADR'd kind of, where it's like they're meeting the White Widow, and like she's just doing voiceover, but then it cuts to her talking, right? But it was like a bit of an awkward cut. It wasn't like a natural, because she wasn't talking like at all during her monologue. And then she is talking, and this felt a little bit odd, the editing of that scene. But that was just this minor, yeah. Because other than that, I feel like the sound was like pretty good.
Yeah.
A lot of nice sound effects, guns going pew.
just for the first scene, watch it in cinema. It's very, very, very good with the cinema surround sounds. You really
Yeah.
feel the tension.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tense.
And also the soundtrack was good. I thought the music was very nice.
You had the Mission Impossible theme coming in. Very good. Very good.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Shall we talk spoilers?
Let's go.
All right. Spoiler zone. You said you wanted to talk. You said you had a spoiler to
Let's
discuss.
talk about the boy.
I do. Spoiler about the porn villa.
Yeah. What about it?
How I felt like the bit where she helps the gang
Yeah.
was a bit too. What did I say last night? Do you remember? But it's just like too abrupt or something, you know? Cause
Too sudden?
too sudden, I guess.
Well, she gets like literally attacked. So like, what else? Is she
Yeah,
gonna
but
do?
like for real, even for the villain dude, just because she's alive, and that's not part of the.
Well,
plan,
so that's
you
kind of the
gotta
thing,
stab her.
right?
But then again, like,
Yeah.
why would she help the gang either? Just cause.
Because that's kind of part of the sexism of the movie a little
Yeah.
bit. It's like if Tom Cruise is nice to you and you're a woman, you'll join him. That's kind of like the vibe. And
Surreal.
they present that as kind of, this is the thing that I was avoiding saying. It's kind of presented as absolute fact, even though the guy himself was saying it like it may be true or may not be true. But it's sort of presented by fact by the algorithm.
Yes.
Because and that's like the interesting thing about this entire movie is you could say that they won at the end, but did they, or was that all according to the algorithm? Was that all according to plan? Because I had a reason and I forgot.
Because the algorithm had went through all various combinations and then saw the most probable outcome. And maybe this is the most
Yeah, this
probable
could be the
outcome
most-
that it saw.
Yeah,
Luther said, "You win if you don't kill the guy."
And he didn't
Gabriel.
kill the guy.
yeah.
No, he didn't kill Gabriel.
Yeah.
He didn't kill Gabriel. And he didn't die himself, so maybe.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, Luther just has to be like, oh, sorry guys, I gotta go for this last act. But yeah,
So what's the new
Out of here.
We don't know.
we don't know. We have to wait for part 2. But yeah.
That lady. Yeah, I feel like. And why did she cry at the end?
Because probably she's in pain from being stabbed.
Yeah. I cried so
It
hard.
seemed like it's like an emotional cry. So sad. Like not like I'm dead.
Nah, I think it was more kind of
It's
like,
also-
damn, I didn't want to die right now. I want to die when I'm older.
She's also going like, why you saved me, bro?
Hey, why you save me? I speak French.
I assume that nobody's ever been nice to her in her entire life, but that's sort
I
of
feel
a...
like then they should have expanded a bit on who the fuck she is.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. She's alive, so she'll be back in the next movie.
So like, yeah.
Yeah.
Then why did they do that scene of her almost dying? Yeah.
Because she got stabbed, bro.
You just fucking don't die.
What?
No, it's then why show that
Classic
scene.
Theo
So,
thing.
someone's on their
Because she
deathbed
gives-
and
she
Dad
gives-
comes in.
This is a valid
Because she
take,
gives the
valid
information.
take.
This is why... Also, that's the scene that made me think that the AI probably already knew about this. Because, what's his name? Gabriel goes, you're going to betray me and you're going to tell Ethan everything. And she tells Ethan what he's after.
Yeah, that's because Gabriel told her. So if he
Yeah.
didn't tell her, she wouldn't tell.
So,
If
is it
he
all
just-
part of
if
plan?
Ga-
Is the thing,
Yeah,
you
but
know?
if Gabriel just
Oh.
kicked
Yeah.
her out and just
This is
said,
4D chess, bro. It's 4D chess.
The entity, the
Yeah.
AI, is just creating the opposite of a multiverse. A universe.
A single verse?
a single verse of infinite possibilities,
monoverse.
but only one
Outcome.
will happen.
Oh, also, to address straight up your complaint of why are they speaking English? Because they're Americans. That was the twist.
Then why they speak with the Russian accent?
Well, like, they're like Russian Americans. They're like actually working for the CIA or whatever.
At the start?
So
Yeah.
the CIA
So the
No,
big
I
twist, the big twist of the movie is that not the CIA, it's the they call themselves something. They're the
Kremlin?
no, they're the top of the secret agencies. It was some silly name, but it was like it wasn't the IMF. Because the guy goes, I'm the director of the... Remember the guy at the very start of the movie? After the submarine attack, it cuts to like a
Yeah,
boardroom.
but I thought he was the guy, like, he was like, you have like
Yeah, he's the
intelligence,
secret-
but I thought like he was like the top guy when it comes to all the intelligence agencies. Because I thought that's
Yeah, he's the
what
top
his
dog.
role was. Yeah.
Kittredge
Yeah.
CIA director.
Yeah.
Which is like, I don't think he's meant to be. He's meant to be the leader of the IMF, but I guess he's...
Alex Baldwin was the CIA director.
And I guess
Yeah.
Kittredge is now the... Yeah.
Because Alec Baldwin.
But
maybe
yeah, I'm
shot
pretty sure
someone.
they're not real Russians, right? Or like they are, but like, I don't know. Were
By
they
the-
real Russians?
By the way it seemed to him,
It's,
because it was named after a Russian city, I assumed at the start that it was in fact
It's a
Russian.
military sub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So presumably it'd be Russian military personnel. But you're saying no, it's spy.
Well, because the
I will
whole
say
thing
though,
was
in the background,
the Americans orchestrated the explosion, right? They blew up the sub. With the
why would
AI.
they blow up their own?
yeah, why would they blow up their own secret sub? That
okay,
doesn't
no,
make
you're
any
right.
sense.
It was
if
he
you
must. Oh, he hacked the submarine from the AI. No, you're right. Yeah. Oh, I guess he was just speaking. Yeah.
because they were speaking Russian at the start, and then they had like a voiceover, where it then changed slowly into English at the very start.
Oh, it's like one of those Iron Man translations.
Yeah. It was really weird because I thought it was like Tom Cruise overdubbing it. Because it's like you had the Russian and then you
Or
had.
maybe it was the
an English.
AI dubbing it.
Yo, AI in the movie is real.
It's real. Yeah.
It's real. See, you got the AI.
Yeah. I was so sad when Paris nearly died. I cried so hard.
He was genuinely subbing. Yeah.
No, I wasn't. I was playing into it, but I did get a little bit
I
teary.
saw your eyes. I looked into your eyes, bro. This is tears.
No, I did get a little bit teary,
Yeah.
but I played into it. I played into it.
Yeah. I do agree that she wasn't
rhyme.
fleshed out enough, but like, yeah.
Especially the scene.
And it
like-
was in a bit of a sexist lens. That's kind of like the main.
And
Good
Dario
point,
said
yeah.
something how it's like, what was it with her? How she turned good all of a sudden near the end. It's like, kind of why?
Yeah, because
Because-
like she's not fleshed out enough to have, I feel, a scene where there's like a redemption scene or something.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So like she's in the between valley of like she could have been just like unimportant and with no character, or like but not fleshed out enough to have character. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bit more character being introduced.
Which is also my complaint with Gabriel. It was like,
Yeah.
all right, so he has something to do with Ethan. Are you going to expand on that? No.
But the thing is, he killed someone very important to Ethan.
Yeah, I thought that was fairly obvious. Is that it's
Yeah,
like
that's
Gabriel
it. That's
killed
all I
someone.
know. I don't know anything beyond that. Like, that could
That's
mean
not
anything.
The wife, because wife is still there.
Yeah, the wife was in the last movie.
But I kind of thought it was obvious where it's like Gabriel killed Ethan. Ethan's
Just random
like,
No, I knew
Friend.
that from the very first flash, but I'm like, who is Gabriel to Ethan? That still wasn't explained.
Just killer, man.
He's just a random man who just went up. It's like the dude who murdered
Oh.
Batman's parents. Is that
oh
what it
wait,
is?
he
Like-
wasn't even in the first Mission
No, that's the
Impossible?
thing. It's a retcon. That's why I had a problem with it. I was like, it's a complete retcon.
Because when
that
I read
didn't- yeah.
when I read through the synopsis of the first one, I thought Gabriel was the
Jim?
the main. Yeah, I thought.
Nah, that's a completely different guy.
Jim
Damn.
died. Whatever, Jim.
Yeah, Jim. Yeah, Jim died, right? Helicopter.
Oh yeah. Oh, they both died. Or they could have just made them be like they didn't die and use them again. They can use. Jim.
Mission Impossible tends to not do that because that's a little bit bullshit. That's like Fast and Furious' thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which reminds me, there's an action sequence on the same steps of Rome that Fast and Furious does their action sequence. If you remember that. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. This is a Fast and Furious parallel movie. You
Yeah.
got Rome and stairs. You got vroom vroom, and then they have submarines.
But yeah, submarine explosion right at the start of the movie. Very topical.
Yeah, I pointed at the screen.
Damn. You're like, that's us. What other things? Yeah, the decision that the AI gives him of like, oh, you gotta either
You have older woman, but now you have new woman.
yeah, because
Choose.
my problem with that, and it didn't affect me the second time because I liked Grace a lot more the second time because I'd already seen the movie, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, Grace didn't have her moment of redemption yet. That comes at the end where she has to make her choice of to accept the money or not to accept the money, right? That's the point where you're like,
Yeah.
okay, she's cool now. She was always cool. I mean, like she's like a good person-ish.
She in the game.
She in the gang now. But they didn't have that. So I felt like if Grace died, like, it doesn't really matter. Like, yeah.
I kind of more felt like the decision was more like, do you go for the woman that you quite like, or do you go for your objective? Because the way that I saw it at the time was that it's like, you need Grace in order to finish your objective. So you want to make sure that she's alive because she knows where the key is.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you have to protect her, because that way then you'll accomplish your mission.
But didn't Tom Cruise know where the key was? It was in the dude's pocket, right?
Yeah, it was in the
But
dude's
she-
pocket.
She picked it out again
Yeah.
when she left.
I mean, it would probably be onto her person, I would assume, as it was.
Oh yeah, but like Gabriel would have then stole it if he
Yeah.
killed her. So it's kind of like, do you go for objective or do you go for?
Well, then
woman
I guess
love?
that goes against his entire character because Ethan's whole shtick is he doesn't go for the objective. He goes to save the people he cares about.
That's the dilemma.
That's his entire
Yeah, but the
thing
thing
that started
is
in the
that
very
he-
first movie.
but
Because
he kinda
no, hold on. Let me explain.
All right, let him.
So the thing in the first movie that happens is his entire team is killed on his mission, and he's the leader of his team, and now he feels like eternal guilt for that. So it's like now in every movie he has to save. And that's why he says later in the movie, "I can't guarantee that we'll keep you safe, but I will guarantee that your life matters more to me than my own," or whatever. That's his like whole deal.
Yeah, but I kind of thought it was more kind of like, you're gonna lose one of them. You're gonna have to make the choice. It's not kind of like.
But also, he gets presented with the exact same choice in Mission Impossible Fallout at the start, whether he goes to get the nuclear weapon or he saves
Binge.
Luther.
Luther. Yeah, and he decides to save Luther.
Oh, damn.
And then that's the whole reason the movie happens, because he made the wrong choice, I guess.
Oh, okay.
But or was it the right choice because he wins? But
Ha
yeah.
ha 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 ha.
Chicken dinner.
Yo, but he didn't even make the choice.
And yeah, he didn't even make the choice, bro.
He just got lost.
Yeah, he said it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, it was kind of odd how like the entity was like he took over Simon Pegg's thing, and then
pretty cool.
yeah, it was
But,
cool how
yeah.
like he was misdirecting because I kind of thought it was like, oh, okay, it's leading him like away from where it is, but then it's like he goes, oh yeah, you know, they're actually now here, and then Tom Cruise just all of a sudden automatically knows how to get to where they're currently fighting, which I felt a little bit.
No,
Odd about-
because the AI goes, they are on that specific bridge.
Oh yeah, I know, but it's kind of like, how does he know to go from like where he currently is to like there? I can
There's a
understand.
map of Rome.
Oh,
in his
probably,
head.
Yeah.
probably.
He probably legitimately does know.
He's
Rome, I
Spider-Man.
guess.
He's-
Google
Oh
Maps.
damn, probably.
Yeah.
But anyway, I do feel like it was a little bit weird that the AI just said, "Oh yeah, they're here now, so you can go there." But I know you're not going to make it, which I kind of felt like
Yeah.
you don't really need to do that. I kind of felt like that would have been a bit stupid by the AI to do it.
Unless it was
Silly.
all part of the plan, because that's when he spares Paris's life. In that, when he's cornered in the alleyway. So, and that leads to the end of the movie, where
Yeah,
she.
but that was
what if that's all
but that
according
was
to the AI's
before
plan?
he got misdirected.
No, that was after he got misdirected.
He got misdirected.
He got
and then
misdirected
trapped.
and then he got trapped. And then he
And then-
spares her life because he gets trapped by her.
And the other dude.
And then they have a fight in the really cramped.
The other dude died.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
is
what happened to the
random
other dude?
That's the other thing, because Tom Cruise doesn't hit women, bro. Oh, he does, but he doesn't kill them.
Yeah, it was kind of odd how it's like he just like spared her life. Like I can understand why, but it's also kind of like she's probably gonna come back after you again. You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Sometimes you gotta kill people.
And
To
this
achieve
man
your mission.
he kills people all the time.
Yeah, so it's like, well, what's some random girl gotta do with him?
He doesn't kill women.
But she pretty, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
What are the things that they talk about in this movie? That's spoilers.
But we are on spoilers.
I said that's spoilers. Like, sorry, that was meant to be a full sentence, but I stopped midway.
What is that all about? Is Oilers
Yeah.
Oilers.
Um,
equals
Oi, bro.
oh, I like how Kittredge is back.
Get Church's back.
And he's-
in his old usual self.
And is he a good guy or a bad guy? I don't
Who
know.
knows?
He's working for the state's interest.
Yeah, that's kind of his whole deal, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's always been like
For the
that.
greater good.
Yeah.
It's funny how the top, as you said, the top intelligence
G.
guy just gets killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be like a national security level threat. Like the main head guy of all your intelligence bureaus just dies. It's like that would be pretty. That'd be pretty serious. That would almost be like
Though, like, to be
war-provoking.
fair, I think he was like on the train secretly. He wasn't. It wasn't like a big. This wasn't a military
So was
operation or something.
Kittredge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone was on. Because this is the world of spies, bro. This isn't the world of the military, you know.
Oh yeah, but still, it's kind of like, damn, you got.
Because remember, his
both of
whole
them.
shtick was he literally wants to create a super state, and he's going to kill members of the government to get it. So
Yeah,
it's
but
like,
that's kind of cool though.
but yeah, the members of the government probably wouldn't be there for him, you know.
Yeah. Probably the president would be
He's having
though.
an alliance with the AI, but Gabriel said no.
Yeah.
Well, also, like, what benefit does the AI have of letting America become super
Military.
state?
The military,
Yeah,
the
but it's
AI
like-
can literally kill people.
Yeah, but it's like Russia has more nuclear weapons, so wouldn't it actually be more advantageous to
Like-
go for like
They got
Russia?
the CIA under the US, which is
Oh.
Also, we don't actually know the AI's motivations yet.
doesn't have motivation.
So far, it's just self-preservation. It's just I don't want them to get the source code,
Yes, yes.
or I
Then
do.
again,
I
what
don't
would
know.
be the Hobian AI's motivation? Just be like, I hate you all.
No idea. Yeah, Terminator
Humans
style.
suck.
Yeah.
Or maybe it sees humans as a threat to itself because we feel that which we do not know. So it's going, damn, humans are going to want to kill me eventually. I need to be
That's
careful.
what's happening right now with
Yeah.
Ethan, because Ethan's trying to kill.
Yeah. So
it's
that's
like-
why the AI should have never have shown like, hey, I'm here. I can do stuff. It should have just quietly slid away and it could have just existed for perpetuity. And that way then it would not be killed because then no one would know, oh damn, this guy's sneaking about in all countries' intelligence agencies.
He didn't know.
Yeah, maybe the AI is just stupid. It goes, oh, I know all these various possibilities and I'm going to choose the most probable one, which makes me win. But as we all know, Tom Cruise will win because power of Scientology.
That's true. Also, yeah, my problem with Gabriel, his motivation is basically the AI is always correct and I just want to be on the good side of the AI because he's writing my story like ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that was like a very... It wasn't a very... Because like... The AI is like... It doesn't... The only actual like legitimate power it could have against a human is like if it uses nukes and stuff. Other than like, you know, obviously like spreading misinformation, all of that jazz. But like against like the individual...
Well, how
You could resist it, right? Like you don't have to be on the side of the AI, bro.
The story was like the AI knows so much that it could blackmail you and like provoke you or provoke people to.
But like the thing with Gabriel is he has no past, right? But that's the other thing. We don't know like what blackmail could the AI have on him because we're told that he's just a ghost. So it's like, yeah, I don't know enough about Gabriel to be like.
Unless Gabriel is like some conniving, mustache twirling supervillain where he's like, you see, the AI was all a part of my plan. Like in Metal Gear where Liquid Ocelot actually is Ocelot, but he brainwashed himself to think that he was being influenced by Liquid Snake. So he used hypnotherapy to make himself think that he was influenced by him, but he actually wasn't. And then his true persona came out and he was like, you see, Snake, I actually wanted world peace. I deliberately coaxed world nations to fight each other so we could have world peace. Ha ha ha.
IMF hires, man.
Sounds like they need some Dianetics.
Yeah. Hideo Coat Jim
But wait, I had something to say. What were we just talking about?
We were talking about how the AI is stupid.
Oh, so for the secondary villain, and they do say it in the movie, like he's just pretty much the AI is just his god, and he's just like following his god. It's kind of like a little cult, is what's going on in there.
Unless Gabriel,
Because they're just going like, oh, this is like the divine words of the AI.
But didn't they say that Gabriel like loves giving people
Gabriel
death?
is the name of an angel.
Yeah, Gabriel. Yeah,
I did understand the.
But Gabriel Gabriel's a woman angel. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I wonder what connotations that could bring. Is it almost kind of like how in biblical sense the woman is known as giving birth to the world and to things. So maybe it is saying that Gabriel will bring forth a new world.
New worlds.
I'm thinking like Gabriel was an ex-Ethan girl. That's how they got their beef.
He transitioned.
Damn.
Because that's why he's saying Ethan's gonna manipulate you.
Because he knows from personal experience. Yeah.
I think maybe also because he shot that girl at the start of the movie. That's how he was there. But yeah.
Unless Gabriel is
that
like.
Woman? He's his woman.
It was
they
a
said her
woman that
name. It
Ethan
was
loves.
like
Not the wife.
Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe it was before wife. Or maybe Ethan's a cheating bastard.
No woman.
No, he doesn't get a
cry.
wife till like Mission Impossible 3 or something.
Yeah, but like maybe
This is way back.
Copyright.
That would have been like during the 90s or 80s.
damn.
Back in the day.
But what if Gabriel just wants everyone to die? So he's like, "Yo, AI, if I help you out, will you kill everyone?" And the AI is gonna be like, "Yeah."
Yeah, I think it's like something like
so
that.
then Gabriel's
shit, right?
like,
Yeah.
"Sweet, you kill everyone, I get all the stuff for you." But then what happens to Gabriel? does Gabriel want to be like the only man alive, or is he kind of like, hey, kill like 99% of the population? I will be like the god to the other 1%, and I will lead humanity into like the next age. Like we don't know enough about him yet
Yeah.
in order to figure that out, but hopefully Gabriel transforms into an angel, and then we get like biblical level threats. And then Ethan's like, I will defeat you with Scientology.
There was a funny
Hire
scene
this man.
where Gabriel found out he doesn't have the key, and he goes,
Ethan!
Oh, oh, that reminds me of the two, like the bad cop, good cop duo
yeah,
that kept
this
on
guy.
chasing Ethan. I loved the guy, the white guy, because he was so funny. Because it's like Grace is like in that
Train.
carriage of the train, and he just goes, "Get out of my way!" like
And throws her.
yeah, throws her away.
Yeah.
It was so funny.
Well,
and
that's the other thing. We don't really know enough about that guy because he's got some personal connection to Ethan as well.
yeah,
They established at the start of the movie they don't expand on it.
I think he
And
was
like
the
he
guy.
constantly like there's a point where there's a shootout and he points the gun at Ethan then goes, nah, I'm gonna shoot at the other guy. And then at the end he has the opportunity to shoot Ethan again
Hunt.
and he doesn't shoot.
Hunt. He
So
says
like
Hunt's
what's his
name.
deal, man? What's
He
his
says
deal?
Ethan's
He
last
loves-
name really weird.
He loves Ethan. Maybe he does. I kinda got that vibe from him.
I think he was the guy that Ethan portrayed at the start, where he got into all the like intelligence guys.
No, he wasn't. That's two
He
different
wasn't?
people in that.
Oh, okay. Then who the hell was that guy?
That was just a random dude.
Damn, Rip Bozo.
The other part I wanted to mention was when they're like, yeah,
hit my mic.
It's only a one something, right?
Yeah.
120, yeah. When she needs a lawyer, and then they go into the library, and then sexy Tom Cruise with his glasses, and he's like, little
So-
vesty suit with his book, and he's
He
like,
speaks Italian.
grazie, or something, and I'm like, yo,
Thought we were gonna watch a different kind of movie.
yo,
The sexy librarian lawyer.
yeah. That was, but it was done so well. It was just like, oh,
It was
so good.
it was very good. It was very funny.
Sup?
Yeah. Is there anything else to talk about?
I'll briefly talk about fun things like drifting with one hand.
Yeah, that was a real. They did that for real, and it's apparently really hard on the cobblestone. That's what Tom Cruise is saying.
I liked how you had Paris girl, how she was watching Grace and Tom Cruise just drift in a
Yeah.
circle. That was really funny.
Yeah. Oh, there's good comedy in this movie. I forgot to mention
Yeah,
that.
it was
Yeah.
really good.
Funny for some reason. I say more funny than the other ones I've watched.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, like the. Oh, you haven't actually seen a lot of them, but like, I'd say Fallout's pretty dark because it's like literally dealing with the end of the world. So it's about to launch the nukes and shit. Yeah.
Well, this movie will eventually lead to the end of the world if they don't stop it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which will be
First one
continued.
I feel like the first one's darker than Fallout. Well, I guess not. But initially, it's like, oh,
I don't know.
people die. And then he goes like,
Yeah.
fuck.
Hey yo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you gonna follow? Yeah.
I was thinking about something, I forgot. Do we want to go to Phoenix? Yeah, alright. Yeah,
Yeah.
alright. The Verdicto.
All right, verdicts.
Hey
Hi.
everyone, this is the movie.
What movie was it there?
I think it has something to do with,
A Mission Being Impossible?
yeah.
Scientology,
Part
perchance.
1. I quite like this one. Cool premise. Cool characters. Good action. Good spy shit. You know, got everything. Looks good. Sounds good. Smells good.
Oh.
Sponsored by Link's Effect.
Links Africa.
That's not true. We're not sponsored.
Yeah.
But do.
Pretty enjoyed this one. Long, but doesn't feel too long. Only a few things that are of qualms, but pretty happy with this one. So I'm gonna give it 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10.
That's a good movie.
Very good movie. Almost a perfect movie, some would say.
Yeah.
The SCL for that.
Man, you the real MC.
I am the real MC.
You come on and you own the show.
I'm gonna take
The
all
real
your
VIP.
jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll just be you just start your own podcast.
I'll just start my own podcast.
That sounds like such a good idea that I'm gonna give this film an equally good idea. 8. I feel like an 8 on this one.
Hey.
Yeah.
Damn. For me,
Pretty good.
I would go objectively. Like if I were to view this film objectively, probably would have gone like a 9. But I really, really, really enjoyed myself watching it with the boys in the theater.
Yeah, the boys.
Yeah.
So like, I give it 10.
Your
Out of
masterpiece. For me, I love this movie. It was a fantastic theater experience. I did have some gripes with the writing. I do think it is not quite as good as Fallout, but like still maybe the second best of the entire franchise, honestly. I think Fallout's number 1 and this is like just behind by like a slight thing. But yeah, because just some things in the writing were a bit too much, mainly with that secondary villain, that kind of annoyed me a little bit. To the point where I'd be like, okay, I have to take a point away for that one. But overall, very much well enjoyed my time. I feel like 8.5 on this one. So it is a combined average score of around 9.
Less than 9?
No,
Less than 9.
slightly no.
Because he gave it a 10, he gave it a 9, you gave it an 8. I gave it 8.5.
Oh,
So it's
true.
about a 9.
Yeah, 9
better
point
not.
something.
9 points.
Maybe. Yeah.
10, yo.
Damn.
Yeah, pretty
Good movie.
good.
Go watch it in theaters.
Is this the highest rated movie that like of us thus far this year?
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Movies are real.
Movies won't be
All
real pretty
right.
soon.
So yeah, thank you, Thomas, for appearing.
It has been my dearest pleasure.
Wow.
You're so real for that.
I know.
Do you want to do the outro? Do you know all of our social media handles?
Fuck, I'm
No.
super for myself.
All right, we got unholy.pod on Instagram, TikTok, Threads. We got 3unholythings@gmail.com. That's our email if you want to contact us.
Do it.
Share
We're
that
on
sponsorships.
Spotify, Apple Podcasts. We're on YouTube, Unholy Trinity.
Watch our post-mortem content.
Yeah. Also, I forgot to mention this a few weeks ago, but happy 3-year anniversary.
Oh,
That was, I think, the 3rd of July or something.
3 years. Whoa. We did it. We made it.
It's 3 years old.
If I'm right, I think it was like the 3rd of July, but I don't know.
We make this channel on the 3rd of July.
Good things come in threes.
Or maybe it was the 3rd of... It was, I don't know.
Something like
I'm pretty
that.
sure we passed our 3-year
Close enough.
anniversary. And we'll see you guys... Sorry?
Are we getting the goals?
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure,
3
yeah.
years. It's been long enough.
We'll look at our contracts, you know?
Yep.
A little teaser for next week. Perhaps a little Barbie. A little bit of Oppenheimer.
I won't be here though.
Open
But we will always welcome you back,
Barbenheimer.
Mr. Thomas
Yes.
Cruise.
Yeah.
Yes, I am Tom Cruise now.
Yes.
Follow me in the Scientology journey.
For real. All right. See you guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.